Hey, this is Real Talk with Louanna, and we are doing something big and brand new with the Real Talk with Louanna show. In conjunction with Brown Bag Media and Michelle's Secrets, we are actually going to do who's who in the industry. So stay tuned as we get up close and personal with boxers, athletes, entertainers, and see what they're really about here on Real Talk with Louanna. It's your girl, Real Talk with Louanna. You guys know how I do real people, real lives, and the real truth. And we have a special segment today. We are actually in conjunction with Michelle's Secrets, and I have a special guest. I have Austin Trout. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to talk about you. You're actually, okay, let me get it right, former and future
There you go.
WBA champion, correct?
World champion.
World champion. Let me get it correct. Okay, so for those that don't know who you are and is not too familiar with boxing, tell us a little bit about you.
Like she said, the former WBA world champion and future as well. 26-2 as a professional. 14 by way of knockout. My last two fights were against Canelo Alvarez and there's landing Lara, and I'm ready for 2014 to have a major comeback.
Okay. So how long have you actually been boxing for?
Professionally, 8 years. This will be my actually 9th year, September. So, but altogether, 18 years. I started when I was 10 years old.
Okay, wow. So what made you get involved in boxing at such a young age?
I was real small when I was younger, and I was real slow. So, football, basketball was not my stronghold. But boxing, for some reason, it worked for me because being little, you can fight people the same size, same age, same experience. So it was kind of my speed, and it really brought out the inner athlete in me.
Okay, awesome. Now we were talking about because we're both from New York. So you were talking, what part of New York did you actually grow up in?
Well, I'm from New Mexico. My family's from New York. My mother is from Brooklyn. She graduated from Sheepshead Bay High School. So I used to go back and forth a lot as a kid.
Okay, awesome. Because I know, growing up in New York, like the Bronx, certain parts of New York, boxing is the thing.
Right.
Did you get more involved in it when you were in New Mexico, or?
Right. But see, my mother, she was a big fan of boxing. So as a kid, we watched all the fights, and not just the heavyweights, because in the 90s, that's the only people we watched was the heavyweights. We watched, Chavez Sr., we watched the Pernell Whitakers, we watched all the fights. And I actually believed I had to go to New York or Philadelphia to become a boxer. Because that's, the movies, that's what they always say. And then I found out there's a gym in my town. My mom took me, and that's all she wrote.
Okay. What is one of the greatest, sensations you get out of boxing?
The fact that you got to rely on yourself. If you have a good night, that's all glories to you and God. But if you have an off night, you can't blame nobody but yourself. It's really a man's sport. Take your responsibility for what you get.
Only a man's sport.
No, you're right. Yeah. It's not only a man's sport. But you get in what you get what you put in, and you have no one to blame or to thank but yourself.
Okay. Now we know. Okay, you said former and you said future. So what are you doing right now to prepare to win that again?
Well, I'm back in the gym. I've been in the gym for a few weeks. I'm probably gonna head to Houston to train Bobby Benton at Main Street Gym. He's a good instructor of the sport, and so he can fix a lot of things that needs fixing to continue to compete at an elite level.
Okay. So where do you actually want to go with boxing? Because I know we're gonna get into a little bit about your entrepreneur hands.
I want to take it to the top. I'm not gonna be satisfied till I'm undisputed champ. And one of at least the top 10 of all-time greats. So I got a lot of work to do. As far as after boxing goes, I'm trying to place my ducks in the right place so I can retire when I want to, not when I have to.
Okay. Now, is that would you say that that's an issue in the boxing sport that you're not really? It's not like a longevity.
Definitely, and boxing is what they call the poor man's sport. A lot of us come from little or no money, and they get a lot of money very quickly. So, how to handle that, how to manage that, is very beyond us. So I'm trying to not to make the same mistakes. It's not just boxers. You see, football players and basketball players. A lot of people who end up going broke after they're done. So that's a fear. That's a fear I have. I got kids, so until they're 18, I gotta make sure that since I'm not gonna be boxing until they're 18, I'm sure I gotta make sure something's gonna be provided for them.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So you're a father. How many kids do you have?
3.
3? Okay.
For now.
For now, okay. Boys, girls?
All right, my oldest is a girl. My son, who's 6, he's a boy. And then, of course, my daughter who's 4, I'm sorry. She's a girl.
Okay. So, with that being said, how important is fatherhood and being a family man to you?
It's huge, sometimes I have to battle between boxing and being a husband and father. Because boxing takes me away a lot of times, and it's hard. It's hard on them, but it's hard on me as well to be away from my kids. And so, it's really the utmost importance to me is my kids.
What are some of the things that you instill in your children as far as you being an African now, also with the aspect of being in the boxing entertainment? It's all sports and entertainment is basically same thing.
I try to instill in them that if they can know who they are inside, know what they want, nobody can tell them anything different. So they're very confident kids, and this is a world that's very negative, but they have a very positive spirit. A lot of people are gonna tell them you can't do this, can't do that, and I just try to remind them, they told me I should have quit boxing a long time ago. It's working out so far. If that's what your passion is, then go for it, and not just half-ass it. Go for it, to take it to as far as you can. If your goal is to be Olympic gold medalist and you only get bronze, imagine what it would have been if you just wanted to win a race.
Now I read that about you. I read about the Olympics.
Oh yeah, I was down in Greece. I didn't quite make the team. I was the alternate, so I got to go, and that experience was amazing.
How is that? I've never been to Greece, so.
Well, first of all, Greece is beautiful, and the people are beautiful, very friendly. People can make or break a foreign country, and they're very, very friendly and interested in just very welcoming. So I definitely want to take the family back to go check that out.
Awesome. Now, I did hear that you recently got married, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay. How does that play as far as in your boxing career?
Well, she knows what the deal is. Boxing was my first love, so I keep telling her, look, I cheated on boxing with you. No, she's very supportive. To be honest, it really wouldn't work as well as it does without that support I have with my wife. She helps because she helps take care of my kids. We got 3 of them, so and I do a lot of picking up and dropping off. But when I'm gone at camp, she's got to pick that roll up, and she does both. Mom and dad when I'm gone, and when I come back, we're not missing a beat. It's not like a lot of catching up to do because she keeps it on point. So
is she really involved in your boxing career? Does she help out?
Yeah, she does help me out as far as scheduling, and she's very organized. So I don't want to miss an interview and feel like an asshole or miss an appearance. So she keeps me on my A game. So you gotta make sure you remember you have something to do tomorrow. You gotta do this tomorrow. So that just keeps it. She's the grease in the machine.
They say behind every good man is a great woman. That's what
true.
they're saying.
It would be very hard without her. Very hard.
That's awesome. Now the other thing that I want to touch into is your spirituality and how big that plays in your boxing. And because I know boxing is a dangerous sport. Okay, let's be real about that. It definitely is a dangerous sport. And how does your faith play a role?
Well, first I'm Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But you have to believe in yourself. And no matter what you believe in, if you don't have faith that you can do it, it's not going to be done. For me, though, I believe that the reason why I'm able to do it is because God's enabling me to do it. So it's why I'm confident. My confidence comes from Jesus. So it plays a big role. If you don't have no confidence in the game, that eats you up. And for me to be, African American male from New Mexico, the demographic is not in my favor. The odds are pretty much against me. Who would have thought I would have made it to the stage and to be, a 1, future 2, 3, maybe 4, 5-time world champion.
Okay. They say, though, one of my favorite scriptures is, you can do all things possible.
Oh yeah. I wore that scripture on my trunk when I fought Kodo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Philippians 4:13.
Okay. So we actually got connected through Michelle. I want to talk a little bit about Michelle. Yeah, she's definitely awesome. How you met Michelle and how did the win-wins actually work for you? Because that's one of the big things. First Class Consultant is actually a sponsor for this show, so we want to kind of talk about your relationship with her and how she's
every time we hit Michelle up for something, call, see if she can check in, and she comes through. And not just come through, she comes through and makes it work for everybody to get, if not, I'm saying it's not always just about money, but the networking ability or publicity, there's always some kind of game with working with Michelle. And that's how we keep it going. And I got in contact with Michelle through my man Ray, and he put us together, and it's been a good symbiotic relationship.
Okay, awesome. What is your personal experience with, of course, Michelle's Secret and First Class Consultant?
Every Mayweather fight in Vegas, she has something for me to go to and do, and she gets me paid, which is nice.
That's always a good part, right?
Always
Getting
a good
paid.
part, and I'm always confident that there's gonna be something waiting for me when I do go to an event.
Okay.
When I deal with Michelle. So.
Okay, we do appreciate Michelle for everything that she does. She's big on creating that win-win. I told her she needs to copyright that.
And she actually got me introduced to Carla J, who helped me a lot in this whole boxing game as well. So she makes good connections.
Yeah, she's definitely awesome. So big shout out to Michelle Tucker, which we will be interviewing, of course, later on throughout the night. Now she did talk to me a little bit about your entrepreneur and how you're trying to get
Well, you can't have all eggs in one bucket. I'm trying to put different.
So what are you trying to do?
And I have an entertainment business that does after parties, books, entertainment. We do comedy shows. I'm working on doing a live karaoke. That's my next project. Live band karaoke.
Now, where's this going to be based
New Mexico,
at?
Las Cruces, New Mexico. And when we expand, we'll love to take it to the national level, but we're just starting in the hometown.
Okay. So how can they actually get a hold of you and find out more information?
The web is great. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, No Doubt Trout across the board. And it's me, it's really me that's replying. I have people that help me out, but I'm on there.
So you're actually doing your...
Oh, yeah. I respond, I talk to people. Yes, definitely. And updates at AustinTrout.com.
Okay.
It's the world of Austin Trout.
Okay, we know you're big on Instagram. We took some pictures. He follows back, too.
Oh, yeah, team follow back. Yeah. But, you gotta keep me entertained. If we interact or if I just like your post, I'll stay following. I go through these little cleanups every once in a while. And
I need to start doing that myself.
Yeah. If you ain't posted in a long time or ain't nothing interesting, I might unfollow. I'm definitely team follow back.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything that you would like your fans to know, like that they don't know, that maybe is exciting?
Well, I have nothing I'm an open book. If you follow me, you know exactly what I'm doing. Shout out to Shija Shabazz fighting tonight. Gotta make that shout out. But 2013, Trout Nation, we had a bad year, but I feel the major comeback coming now. And then the way it's going to be bigger is because we had such a minor setback. So I'm excited for the future.
We might have to, do another up close and personal interview and really get up close and personal with everything that you're doing. Since you're trying to do a major comeback,
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Definitely. So do you have any, before we close out, do you have any events or anything that's going on that, you want them to check out?
Well, right now, I'm trying to work on the next fight. So before I start throwing any events, we got to go to the first job.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back in July. I'm going to start, like I said, I've been in the gym already. I'm about to, start a heavy camp. No matter the opponent or really the date, just trying to get me back to me. So I'm going to go to Houston and get ready for that July fight, whenever it is, whoever it is. So that's going to be
when in
first.
July? When in July?
I would love to come back July 12th on the Canelo Lara card, keep my face around him, because I do want my rematch regardless of what happened. I ain't scared of him. Yeah, no,
you ain't scared? You ain't scared?
No,
okay.
I can't be scared.
Well, I'm just saying, because July is a lucky month. That's actually my birthday, so.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, good month.
It's a hot month.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Austin, for
Pleasure.
joining Real Talk with Louanna and in conjunction with Michelle's Secrets. We appreciate you just taking the time out to do this up close and personal exclusive interview.
No, thank you.
Thank you so much. So stay tuned. You're definitely going to catch a lot of up close and personal interviews throughout the day. This is a special show that we are doing in conjunction with Michelle's Secrets and First Class Consultant here on Real Talk with Louanna. Real people, real lives, and the real truth.